Good morning. Yeah, we're moving some combines. There's Jared over there. We have some yellow combines here. The Hunter family decided to come up and help us. We're actually pretty good friends with them. We're actually pretty close to them here as well. So we really appreciate that. So it's black ideals. What? And yellow New Hollands. So let the day begin. Whoa, 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 whoa. Back that freight train up. You can't just take a bunch of pictures or a video of a New Holland combines out there coming to help you out. And who is these Hunters people? I have a lot of questions, Mike. I have a lot of questions. Can't just take a little clip like that and move on. One is, who are these Hunters people? Well, they're actually neighbors of ours and friends. And I don't know if you've ever heard of the Hunter brothers, but they've been known to carry a tune. You should probably check them out sometime. They kind of came up. They offered actually to come help us out because they knew that we were struggling these last couple of weeks with more than usual breakdowns. And to be honest, this is something that we've kind of done in the past, that we've helped each other out a little bit. So yeah, we're very appreciative that they would come and do that. So we're rocking with some combines. We got some yellow ones out here. It'd be kind of fun to compare, but let's be honest, probably not going to happen because we can't really work together, because we can't really communicate, because they have their own radios, we have our own radios. We kind of put them on a field over there, and they do that, and we do this, and maybe at the end we can kind of do a round and round or something for a picture or something, but that at the end of the day is kind of minor because we're just trying to get done harvest. So yeah, so that's kind of the dealio there, and they just showed up yesterday afternoon. So they'll be with us here for about today, and I think we'll finish up here tonight. So, Lord willing, anyway. Otherwise, that's kind of the dealio on that. Just got a dump here. So, hold on here. Here we go. Mike, why don't you pan left or right so we can actually see the header, for goodness sakes? Well, you see, this is the header that I was telling you about that I was going to get to run. Honeybee was able to make it there to our farm last minute, so we're pretty happy about that. And I signed a little piece of paper saying I wasn't going to do any YouTube or show you anything, because I can't. So, unfortunately, this is all you're going to get to see. Well, that sucks, Mike. Well, can't be helped. Okay, well, Mike, I have some other questions too. Okay, what's that? You said there's a possibility of a clause still coming, and there could be. That's the answer. There could be, but here's the deal. I was asked if we wanted the 8700 on a demo, and obviously my answer was yes. But just due to where we are located, the field size we're on, with the New Holland combines being here, and this header that I'm working with, it was just going to be too pandemonium. There's just too much going on. I can't be on an 87 on a demo when I'm supposed to be trying to get the last field or two in with this header. Does that make sense? I can't do two things at once. So, unfortunately, the header was pre-planned a lot earlier on than the clause, and we'll wait for the clause for next year, because I definitely want to try one. Preferably an 88. Actually, I really like the 89 because it's got the exact same engine and the exact same horsepower, 790 horsepower, as the Fendt 10. And let me tell you, when you're rocking out with 790 horsepower, oh baby, that is something, let me tell you. Mike, are you saying that you're basically done harvest? I am saying that after we finish this big field that we're on here, which will hopefully be tonight, all we're going to do is pretty much just chase sloughs. So, AKA, hasta la vista harvest. That's all I have to tell you. Hasta la vista 2020 as well. You know, we could just hit the restart button on all 2020. We'd be doing pretty good due to all the COVID crap that's been going on. But I did get married in 2020, so that was most definitely the highlight, and the only highlight of it, I do believe. Maybe followed by... The 10 was pretty epic, you guys. I don't know. No, I won't bring farming into it. No, getting married was the highlight of 2020 for sure. And I'm just going to leave that there. So Mike, what kind of breakdowns have you been having then with the deals? You said that you've been breaking down these last couple of weeks a little bit more than normal. We'll do a summary. We'll do a walk around as well with the 9s. We'll kind of go over some updates, what worked, what didn't, and any new breakdowns, and we'll go over all that in another video. So just hold tight. I got to remember, you guys, I probably have 10 days, 14 days, 10 to 14 days worth of videos already on YouTube, ready to go out. So if something happens, say today, you're not going to see it for another, well, about 10 or 14 days. So just a little FYI on that. The cow, Mike, like, can you like back that down a little bit? I can't, because sometimes I just get some good opportunities to do videos, and I've been typically releasing one about every other day, except for Sundays, sometimes a weekend, depending on how busy I am. So you gotta remember that YouTubing is not my job. This does not pay any of the bills, so farming is what I do. That's what pays the bills, so that's where I have to put my focus. But if you do want to follow me around a little bit more on a day-to-day basis of what's going on today and be up to date on things, including exclusive videos that only you can see on Patreon, you would probably want to check out Patreon, and the link is in the description of this video. And actually, it's in the description of all the videos, I do believe. Well, the day is passing away, as you know, and we're going round and round now because all the combines have merged. What was that? Hold on here, guys. It's getting a little crazy. I just had to do a loop. We got a bunch of New Hollands out here with us. So we just attacked a quarter by going round and round, and things are getting a little bit crazy. Mike, how come you have to go round and round? Why don't you do your up and back thing or whatever you do? Why don't you cut the field in half? Well, we all have different size of headers, and we can't communicate with each other, and so it's just easier if we just go round and round for the last little bit and get it done with. And just like that, it just turns into a cluster when you're at the end of the field. And of course, since we have different size of headers, some combines are faster than others, and so you gain on them. So there is 4 New Hollands and 6 of us. There should be 7 of us, but we're down a combine. So there's 10 combines in total. I'm not gonna lie, that 10 combines, it feels about right, you guys. It feels good. There comes some more combines down the field. I'm not even gonna try to go back down. We're done. We're done. So, gonna go and get ready to dump. And then we're gonna move to another field. And I guess is coming to dump.
Yeah, I can go. Okay.
Alright. And just like that, we're gonna hit the road. Alright, let's hit the next field. Alright, we just gotta go, I don't know, about a couple miles down the road here, and we're gonna hop onto the next field. It's the last, what is there over there? 480 acres. And that's it. And we're done up here. And the race is on in. Here comes the New Holland in the back strip. Oh man, that's awesome. I'm digging this. about that. Everyone's trying to get a hold of me all at the same time. You guys, you know what I'm talking about. You know when you first start harvest during the season, like you're super duper fussy, right? You got all the combines out there. They're stopped half the time, not because they're broke down, but because you're trying to find a kernel. You don't want any loss. Nothing, that is not acceptable. Like, slow the crap down. Holy cow, it's only August, for goodness sake. Slow it down. And then you're like super fussy with your sample. You don't want one white cap. You don't want one crack. You don't want any dockage, zero dockage. You don't want none of that crap. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about. You're really fussy. Then all of a sudden, the days go by. And you're a little bit more lenient now. You're like, you know what? Let's just open her up just a little bit. You know, let's push it just a little bit. We're about a 0.2 of a bushel. That's an acceptable loss. You know, we're going, okay, we got to push them a little bit. You know what I mean? And then all of a sudden, like, we are approaching day 60 or something of harvest. It has been a long, drug out go. Now all of a sudden you get people talking over the radio like, hey, I've got it down. I think I'm around 1.2 bushels loss or something like that. And you're like, holy crap, man. Seriously. Open her up some more and push that thing. That's basically October, man. Even though it's still like nearing the end of September. How everything changes. All of a sudden you're like, man, we got to open up this sample. It's getting a little bit too clean. We got to gain a little bit more capacity. You got to push those combines. Did you say you were doing 4.5? I expect 6.5 by the time I come back. Push those things! Push them! You know what I mean? How everything changes as the whole season goes on. It's so funny. And on that note, we're going to congregate for some supper, I think, guys. I think that's what we're going to do. And by the way, that doesn't happen. Like, we don't normally stop for supper. They don't normally stop for supper, I don't think. But since it's our last field, we're going to stop for supper. And we're going to enjoy it and have some fellowship. All right. Looks busy around here. Oh, I don't even know where to go. I'm feeling the pressure, you guys.
Over there, Wyatt,
it's pandemonium. Pandemonium. Alright, excuse me, sir.
Which side I go to, Brian?
No,
Excuse.
don't. You can back in beside me, or you can go.
Oh man, I'm confused. Awesome. Got them on the line. That's what I'm talking about. We're gonna have some supper. Sorry about the wind. We forgot a blue one over there. That's why he had to back in. There. Now we're good. Let's eat. Lauren, this is Lauren proving that his combines don't throw over.
Even though we're running a little fast, I'm not throwing around the back.
Oh, that's awesome. And break. We just finished our supper. It was awesome. And now we're heading out to the combines. All right. Let's rock and roll this boat. What we're doing right now is we're actually driving, all of us. The combines are all behind me. We're actually going to drive to the end. Then we're going to line up and we're going to go black, yellow, black, yellow, black, yellow. And then we're going to come all the way up with our lights on and grab a few photos. And then we're going to cut this field. That's the plan. Also, I should mention that under these types of circumstances, when, you know, the pressure's on, like, don't screw up the photo mic. Pretty much guaranteed Mike's going to screw something up somewhere down the line. All right. The problem is we're trying to get all the combines together. I see 3 behind me now. Waiting to see some more. We're gonna start wrapping it up. I told him to see if that New Holland would keep up with me, but I think he will. And we're dumping into a blue one. And we're empty. Thank you, good sir. Remember, we can't communicate with each other. It's just a lot of hand signs and actually it's experienced operators what it is. Everyone knows what they're doing, so this isn't their first rodeo. And there we go. Looks Looks pretty cool. Mike, I think you missed the memo, buddy. I think you missed the memo. You were supposed to turn back at Albuquerque. I'm gonna try and get back into formation before they notice that I was gone. Right now we're taking guesses of what time we think that we're gonna be finishing. And we got more to come in, and they have to be quick. You don't get a lot of time to think. You basically just get a guess. And like how long it's gonna take us to do this field. Yeah, I know you could do the math, but you have to do it like, as soon as you call it out, you gotta just throw a number out, just like that. And then the winner, I think, gets some prizes. Not sure what, but I just heard prizes, so I was in. For me, guys! Wait for me! Wait for me! I'm gaining. I need the 10. I need the 10, boys! Start hammering down. You can definitely tell the ideals. They have a little bit more lights. That's an ideal. New Holland, ideal, ideal. The ideal's got a little more lights on there. A little easier to spot. Oh, we're getting close. It's 8:28. I figured we'd be done this field by 8:51. It's gonna be very close. Everybody had a different time, and for the people who are like 9 something, they're slowing their combines down. They're taking pee breaks, you know. They're trying to delay everything, and the people who are earlier, they're like ramming speed out here, so it's hilarious. Oh man, we gotta go home and go to bed. That's a wrap, guys. That's a wrap. We're gonna get a time called out when the last combine finishes, the last spiffle. I'm gonna dump what I got here and go park and wait. We just finished. I was 10 minutes out on my guess. Rick was actually the closest on our team. I think we finished at 8:40. I'm gonna hold off until they tell me, but I think Rick would have been the winner on our team, but we don't know who guessed on their team. So I guess we're about to find out, but we're happy that we finished, and now we're gonna go chase some sloughs, probably tomorrow. Huge shout out to the hunters, the Hunter family, for coming up and helping us finish up. So much appreciated. If you haven't checked them out, the Hunter brothers, like I said, can carry a tune a heck of a lot better than I can, so you better go and Google them and check them out. This grain cart's in the way. I gotta go call them. All right, so they're just coming, lining up here. I just thought of something. This very field was the field that I was videoing on that we finished seeding spring 2020. And this happens to be the same field we finished harvest 2020. So that's pretty cool. It doesn't normally work out that way. Gonna get them all lined up. Again, huge shout out to the Hunter family. They're awesome. We're good friends with the family, and yeah, really appreciate you guys coming to give us a hand. Help us wrap up. All right. Oh, and I'm just going, happy to be going by in New Holland, and they are running 9.9s. So I do believe that's a class 9. I'm not super familiar with New Holland, but the ideal 9 versus 9.9. Those things got a lot of jam, let me tell you. There's another one. I think what we're gonna do here is we might actually start fueling them. Like the Hunter's combines here. That way they're full and ready to go in case they want to come up early and grab their combines. Oh, and they're running MacDons. Everybody really likes their blue cart and the right-hand discharge. I have to admit, that looks pretty awesome to have a right-hand discharge. Let's go mingle. What, Ashton? You can't see her, but oh, so they're heading home. They're moving out.
My heart is heavy.
Your heart is heavy.
See these yellow beauties
Oh man. So we're all taking off. We're leaving our combines here. We'll pick them up in the morning. But the Hunter family's taking their combines and they're moving on. They're going home. Now we're heading home, so I will catch you on the flip side. Adios.